Welcome back. More and more relatives and friends of victims of 26/11 are speaking out on the hanging of Ajmal Kasab. I want to go to Rupen Doshi in Mumbai. He lost a close friend in that terrible incident. Rupen, your first reactions today when you heard about Ajmal Kasab's hanging, was it better now than never?
Well, it's not better now than never. I think it's better than before for sure, because these kind of things, when you lose somebody in such an incident, can never really bring about complete closure to the grief that you're going through.
Super.
But you know, this actually throws up a larger issue. It's been 4 years since this dastardly attack, and you know, we're all waiting for the process of law to follow its course. I was pretty confident that the government will, you know, take the bull by the horns and take a decision quickly. It brings about some sense of relief, some sense of closure, though there can never be complete closure, but there is some sense of satisfaction in the larger realm of things, that yes, you know, there is somebody who makes them pay for what they have done. There is somebody to look after us, which was actually the big fear that kept happening ever since these kind of things happened. And if you see the way the country has progressed in the last 4 years, yes, with respect to violence and, you know, human rights and those kind of things, so there's a lot of fear all along, not necessarily from external threat, but even internally. So in that sense, this definitely brings about some sense of relief that yes, you know, law will follow its course, the guilty will be punished, and I wish this can be extended now to every other arm of the law, you know, where everybody who's making all kinds of crimes. Kasab was a foreigner. He represented an external threat. Our biggest problem in India is our own people who are breaking the law. They need to be brought to book. We need to follow the law.
But Rupen, there are those like Major Unikrishnan's father, who I spoke to earlier, who are saying true closure will come only when the masterminds of 26/11, if any closure at all, when the masterminds of 26/11 are arrested, they really hold the key, in a sense, to any kind of justice being achieved. Do you believe that it's not enough for the Indian government, that it's the soft option, some would say, to hang Ajmal Kasab? That the real test is, can we do enough more than just dossiers sent to Pakistan to get Pakistan to act against the 26/11 perpetrators?
Yes, that is the first step, that we need to get them to act against the perpetrators of this, the masterminds. The second step is we need to prevent this from happening again. The third step is we need to make sure that people in our own country don't you know, diminish or reduce our own security. So I think this is a larger picture. Ajmal Kasab, the terrorist attacks, are just one incident that reflects the larger malice that is spreading in society. You may call it soft option of the government, yes, but 4 years we were cursing the government for going so slow. All of a sudden they moved fast, and now we are saying that it's not yet closure and stuff. See, closure can never be brought about when you lost a close one. You can never come to terms with these kind of things. So right, till you breathe your own last, you will never come to terms with this kind of an attack.
Will you?
But I'm saying that
yes,
in this
fashionable
age of government bashing, at least in this fashionable age of government bashing, the government has at least done one thing positive. And you know, Rajdeep, whatever people may say, whatever criticism, der aaye, durst aaye and all that, I'll tell you one thing, there's a feel-good factor. I've talked to about a dozen odd people since morning, and there's definitely a feel-good factor, which I think will extend to the economic mess.
But let's be honest,
but
Rupen, let's be honest, it's a few hours. For a few hours, we will all feel good that Ajmal Kasab has been hanged. Come tomorrow morning, life will go back to the same. There are political debates in the country. There are serious issues. Let's not link economic issues now with Ajmal Kasab's hanging. Ajmal Kasab's hanging has given us a sense of relief that finally the judicial process has exhausted itself. But do you really believe that families will feel good today, or will they feel, is there more a sense of relief today?
No, families who have lost their loved ones will not feel good. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not linking it to economic benefits or economic problems of our country. I'm saying at least there is one step forward. There's at least one good thing that has happened in this nation. Otherwise, if this wouldn't have happened and Kasab was to hang 10 years later, 10 years and 100 crores later, then we would again be cursing the government. So at least the government has shown some silver lining, that we have something to hope for. And we would like to look forward to the government extending this kind of action, this kind of determination in other fields also.
Point taken.
Not only guarantee our safety and our security, but our growth.
Okay. Rupen Doshi, appreciate your joining us. You want the government now to act with the same swiftness that they finally acted in the last fortnight with Ajmal Kasab's hanging with other issues as well. Appreciate your joining us. You lost a close friend in 2611. Our reporters have panned out to across